Hello everyone, this is Kaylee from Just Nerdy Birdie Things, and today I am filming my favourites from the month of November. So I'm gonna just share my favourites from last month. I wanted to get this video filmed a couple of days ago, but things just got hectic, so better late than never, I guess. Alright, I am just gonna jump right in. I may as well start where I usually do. And bags. Obviously I have a favorite bag for the month because I usually do. So my favorite bag for this month is a tote bag, and it is this one here. This obviously has Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake and Damian Wayne on it. So it's got the Bat Boys, and then it's got a cute Gotham cityscape on the back, and then it's got a nice zipper on the top, which I really like, because it's, especially with the weather being the way it is right now, it's always nice to have a bag that can close. So yeah, I got this from a seller called PolarBear Market on Etsy. I do have some other stuff from that same seller as well that you'll see later in the video, but I will have their Etsy shop linked in the description down below, so you can check them out if you're interested. They've got a lot of cute like stuff of the Bat family, so I definitely recommend checking them out. The next thing in my favorites is this hooded sweatshirt, or this hoodie should I say. It's just like a dark grey hoodie with red hood embroidered on the front, and then it's got the little red hood helmet embroidered on the sleeve as well. I got this also from Etsy from a shop called Stitchocity, who are based in Spain, I think. And yeah, so it's just plain hoodie. It's really comfortable, and I like having just having a red hood hoodie that I can wear in the cold weather. It fits really nicely under a jacket, so yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite kind of clothing for the month, I guess. All right, so the next couple of things in my favorites are I have a couple of books. The first one is this. So this is the Prima guide for Animal Crossing New Leaf. I don't know if I don't think Prima does guides anymore. If so, they don't publish them as books. But I found this at my local half-price bookstore, and I thought it was really cool, so I picked it up. It has just like a log of all the clothing and items you can get, and like just the characters and all that kind of good stuff. I just thought it was really cool. I actually picked this up specifically because also this month I actually found my Nintendo 3DS and I've been playing games on that recently, so I picked up a refurbed copy of Animal Crossing New Leaf. So finding the guide was actually really cool too, but I'll just casually mention that because my DS is charging, so I don't actually have the game to show you. But yeah, I thought it was really cool to find the guide after I'd been playing the game for a couple of weeks. The other book that's in my favorites is this one. So this is Godzilla, the official guide to the King of the Monsters. The front cover is kind of textured. I think you can see it in the light. It's really nice. It's textured and I really like it. So this is the cover from Shin Godzilla, I believe, which is on my to watch list. I finally picked it up on Blu-ray, and I'm excited to finally actually watch it. It's one of the movies I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen -1 either. That's also on my list. But so this is obviously a guide to Godzilla, which I love Godzilla movies, even if I'm really bad about keeping up with watching them. This kind of goes over like each of the movies. It goes up to Godzilla versus Kong, I believe. Let me take a look. Yes. So it goes up to Godzilla versus Kong, and obviously now there's Godzilla X Kong, a new empire, and then I think they're doing another one as well. But yeah, it covers basically all the Godzilla movies and Godzilla in other media. So it covers like some of the comic books that he's been involved in, like manga, like art and stuff like that. I just thought it was really cool. I'd love to see more like encyclopedia books, I guess, about the entire Monsterverse, because Rodan is my favorite and I don't see enough of Rodan, so it would be really cool to see a book that kind of has an encyclopedia of all of them. I think that would be fun. But yeah, those are my favorite books for the month. Okay, so I guess before I start getting into like the smaller, more random things, I guess I have so the next thing in my favorites is this guy. This is a Kodak Mini Retro 2. So this is both a camera and a instant printer. So you take the photo and then it'll print it out. I don't think it saves photos. I don't think it does. I haven't gotten to play with it that much yet, but it's really nice as a photo printer. It's kind of like a Canon IV or an HP Sprocket, except for the photos aren't sticky. Like, it's not the sticky back zinc paper, it's photo paper, but it does print out images really well, and I thought it would be fun for traveling. This was actually a gift from my mum, and I appreciate her greatly for it. Alright, so next, I suppose I have a couple of necklaces in my favorites for the month. I actually picked these up like right at the end of the month, so yeah, they're both dinosaur necklaces. I am very sorry, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of these, but I have an Ankleosteus, I think, and then I also have a Stegosaurus, and I got these both from Earthbound. They were on clearance, and I just thought they were really neat, so I picked them up. Because I like, you know, mixing and matching my accessories, and I thought those would be cute for winter museum dates. So yeah. Alright, also from Earthbound, I picked up this little fellow here, and this is a little rose quartz bat. He was also on clearance, so I picked him up because he's a bat and I like bats. I think they're cute, so I picked up a little rose quartz bat. He's either gonna go into my bag or he's gonna live on my vanity, but one of those two. Alright, so next I'm gonna talk about some journaling supplies that I picked up this month that I was really hyped about. So the first thing is this. So this is a Marquise fountain pen from Ferris Wheel Press, who I will have their website linked in the description. This is actually, if you follow my journaling Instagram, this is actually the Superman. This is the Superman Marquee fountain pen. So this was the pen they came out with in collaboration with the 2025 Superman movie. And so it came in 3 colors. So it came in this color, like a more of a tealish blue, and then red, and then they also released 3 inks. So I got this color pen, and then that pen came with the heroic blue ink color, which it is a glittery ink. It's just very hard to, so you shake it up and it's got a shimmer to it essentially. And then the other two inks are Scarlet Metropolis, which is a red ink, and then Frozen Fortress, which is like the tealy blue color. So if you got the red pen, you got Scarlet Metropolis as like the larger ink bottle, and then if you got the tealy blue pen, you got Frozen Fortress as your ink color. And like, you can get these in the bigger sizes, but I got them in the smaller sizes just to have the complete collection of the inks. Okay, so from there I will move into kind of the fandom stuff that I picked up this month, because that's what most of it is at this point. It's the fandom stuff. So I will start with so I have a pencil pouch. This is obviously Batman's Rogues, and then on the other side it says I am the Knight, and then it has the Bat family members up here. It's got a little strap, and then there isn't a print on the inside, but I already put a bunch of pens in this, so yeah. So this also came from PolarBear Market. They actually sell these pouches as a set of 2, so I got both of them because I'm always looking for more pencil pouches. So the second one is this one, which obviously has Batman's face, and then it says Batman and Robins, and then if you open the little zippy part on the front here, it's got the Robins. So Dick, Jason, Tim, Steph, and Damien's tucked in the corner there. And I just thought this was really cute. So yeah. And again, I don't think, yeah, and then the inside is just the plain white. Haven't figured out what I'm going to carry around in this yet, but it's probably going to end up being like my drawing supplies. Alright, so to continue with the stuff I picked up from PolarBear Market, I also got a washi tape, and this is stamp washi tape of Jason Todd. So it's got kind of all of his different forms that he's taken through the years. So it's got Robin, Father Todd from World of Flashpoint, Arkham Knight, Red Hood, some of the costumes of Red Hood, like his Batman look from Battle for the Cowl, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, so they do the other, like the male Robins, so Dick, Tim, and Damien as well, but Jason's my favorite, so I got Jason. The other thing, another thing should I say, that I got from them is I got a couple of mirrors. So this is the Jason one, and these are cute little like heart, like compact mirrors, and then on the back is Red Hood as a little bird, and then like Jason's signature. And then I also got one of Nightwing, of Dickie Bird. So that's the front, and then that's the back. And then these are kind of like, they've got like a soft texture on the front, which is really, really nice. I currently carry the Jason one around with me. So yeah, I actually think that's everything I have from PolarBear Market. Again, I will have their Etsy shop linked in the description below. So moving on from there, I have a couple of things from an Etsy shop called the Yaoi Army, which, yes, I just said that. These ones are fun. So these are both Red Hood items, because obviously Jason's my favorite. The first is this lovely bookmark. This is the other side. So yeah, I've got this lovely, like, it's like plastic bookmark, but it's quite long for a bookmark, so it's gonna come in handy. And then I have a keychain charm of Jason, which there's the other side. But yeah, so that's him all kind of tied up. Okay, and then the next thing is from a shop I know I've mentioned before called BallerCatsKotatsu on Etsy, who, again, all the Etsy shops I mentioned will be linked in the description below. I got a couple of keychain charms from them. The first one is this one, and it's this cute Tamagotchi charm of Nightwing. That's the front, and then this is the back. And then you already saw it in my hand, but the other one obviously is Red Hood. And then I don't know if you can see his as well, but yeah, there's Red Hood, and then that's the back. I just thought they were adorable, so yeah. Okay, and then the last things I have to talk about in my favorites video for the month of November is a couple of enamel pins. Both of these are from the same artist, Dean Draws Heroes. I think it's either Dean Draws Heroes or Dean Draws Art. I cannot remember. I think they're the same person, but I'm not 100% sure. So the first one is this Superman pin that says "Being kind is punk rock." I saw this just while I was scrolling through Etsy, and I absolutely loved it because this was one of my favorite messages from the movie, and it's just really cute, and I love the little squirrel on it too. So this was the first one, and it's a pretty decent, like decently sized enamel pin. And then the second one is this one, which is Red Hood fire carrying Nightwing, who's talking about cake, because I'm sure you can tell why. But yeah, that's the second one. It's got a nice glittery background. But yeah, both of these are from Dean Draws, who, again, I will have linked in the description. I keep saying that, but need to make sure you know these Etsy shops are in the description. But yeah, so that is all of my favorites for the month of November. We'll see how December goes and see what ends up in my favorites there. But yeah, I really hope that you have a good day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. I will see you in my next vlog, I guess, whatever video goes up after this. So yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, or whatever you'd like to do. I don't really mind. But until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. Bye.